To the point, informative, entertaining, and protecting the Second Amendment. Welcome back to Elfster's Rifles and Reloading, and getting back to you guys with yet another video on more press lighting from KMS Squared. And if you're familiar with my channel, you probably already know that I just got done uploading a video on the KMS Squared UFO CX reloading press light for the Forster coax press. And so impressed with this light, especially with its ease of install, that I got a hold of KMS Squared and they're willing to send me their press light for my Hornady lock and load AP press. And just to show you how bright this is, and this is 27 total SMD 2835 LED lights, if that means anything to you, but we're talking 500 total lumens of light, and how insanely bright this thing is. And I can't wait to get this installed. And I figured I'd have you guys join me on this installation. But if you're interested in this light or the Forster coax press, matter of fact, in the description box below, I have a link that'll take you directly to KMS Squared, and also further information of where you can purchase this, that they have a wide array of press lighting from Dillon, Lee, Hornady, Forster, you name it, they have it. So check out that description box. And let's get this going on the install. So the kit obviously comes with a power adapter here, the LED light itself, which is insanely bright, and a power switch, a little chunk of stiff Brillo pad for scruffing up that paint surface so the adhesive on the back of the LED light has something to adhere to, and these little chunks of black mastic tape. Now, I think usually with their kits from KMS Squared, they'd usually supply a zip tie here, and they're using another piece of black mastic tape here for the cable management, which, and to be honest with you, I probably won't end up using this from the kit. I actually have my own zip ties and my own cable management, so I'll probably use my own. But they definitely include that as an option. And KMS Squared was cool enough to send me their dimmer switch with inline cable coupler here to get this spliced into the power. And it's a really nice option to have if you want to dim this up and down. As a matter of fact, check out that description box below for a link for further information. This doesn't come with a kit, but you can definitely get this as an option. So if you want to dim your light, you have that option, and they do sell that separately. Now, usually their kits come with a little alcohol pad for cleaning the metal surface, which this didn't. And I'll probably just end up using my non-chlorinated brake cleaner here and a couple clean cloths, and that'll work just fine. But if you happen to have any denatured alcohol, that'd probably be best. Now, a little tip that KMS Squared is giving here, and I would highly advise doing this, it states in cold temperatures, and I would do it regardless if it's cold or hot. I'd still do this just to make sure that the adhesive backer of the strip itself adheres well to the press. They're saying use a hairdryer to warm the press and power on the UFO light strip for a few minutes before installation. This will aid in the adhesion of the strip to the press itself. So I think while I'm cleaning and scruffing up this paint surface, I'm going to get this plugged in for a few minutes before we get this installed. Now, first things first, you want to clean up the press where you're going to adhere not only the LED light itself, but for your cable management here on the side. You know, I would recommend using denatured alcohol if you have it. I don't have any, so I'm just going to use this non-chlorinated brake cleaner. It seems to work just fine. But I'm just going to spray a little bit here on a rag. I'm just going to clean the area where I'm going to attach the light, obviously down the side here of the press itself, and then on the side here for the cable management. And some of that paint will rub off on your rag here, so not to worry, that's pretty normal. I think this is probably more typical of brake cleaner than denatured alcohol, so that's probably what I advise using that if you have it. But this is definitely a step in the process you need to get done to make sure that the adhesive sticks to the press properly. Now for the next step is you need to scratch up that paint surface a little bit. Wherever the LED light is attaching and the cable management, you want to make sure you scratch up that paint surface, get some micro scratches in that paint so that adhesive has something to stick to. And all the way down the side of the press here, and obviously the side where your cable management is going to be. Now once you've scruffed up that paint surface with the Brillo pad, grab a brand new rag with some denatured alcohol, in my case brake cleaner. You're going to just go back over that surface again. Just make sure that that surface is nice and clean. Obviously on the side where the cable management's going to be. And then make sure you let that dry. Now, my LED light's been on for about 10 minutes, so I'm sure the adhesive on the back of that light is warming up, but you need to warm up that press steel a little bit. So I'm going to do that with a hairdryer. Now, before I pull off the backer of this adhesive, I'm just going to do a quick dry run here just to make sure that my game plan is squared away and that this LED lighting is centered on the arm of the press itself. So that looks pretty good. Just want to make sure that this O-ring of the light doesn't hit any of the die openings. So that looks pretty good. So I'm going to pull off the backer of this. Now I don't think I'm going to pull this backer off completely. I think I'm going to run it a little bit short, something like that. And then I'm just going to stick the O-ring on first. Make sure that this LED lighting, at least when it goes down the arm, is nice and centered. So get this centered here, centered down the arm. That looks pretty good. Make sure that they all clear the die openings. Check from the other side. That looks good. And I'm just going to insert a die in all of these to make sure that they clear. Oh yeah, I got tons of room. Especially with these Lnl bushings. That is definitely not a problem. That looks good. All right, so I'm going to pull off the rest of this adhesive strip. I got the rest of the adhesive strip off. I'm going to carefully guide this down the arm. Make sure that this is centered on the arm of the press. This flows on the curve of the press body. So that looks good. So I'm going to carefully raise this ram. We just got a little bit of cable management to do, and I think I'm going to stick this right about there. That should flow right down and underneath my bench. And I'm going to throw a zip tie here on the bottom, so I think that should work out pretty good. Now, in my opinion, it's really nice to have this dimmer switch. There's 8 total settings, so this would be the first setting, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth at 100%. There are some show modes in here. I'm not exactly sure why you'd want your press lighting to be blinking or soft glow like this, but it is on there as an option. This is more for the dimmer switch, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at 100%, and man, is that thing ever bright. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little installation video of the KMS squared LED press lighting for the Hornady Lnl AP press. And check out the description box below. I'll have a link to not only the previous video of the KMS squared LED press lighting for the Forster coax press, but also I have a link down there for KMS squared direct. And I also have one of my affiliate links for this specific product if you're interested in making this purchase. Now keep in mind that is one of my affiliate links. If you do click on that and make a purchase, it costs nothing to you, but I do get a little bit of affiliate kickback on that to help support this content and my channel and to produce more videos for you guys to come. Well, if you enjoy my videos, you enjoy my content, scratch my back and I'll continue to scratch your back by not only subscribe, like, and share, hit that notification bell, and when you do hit that notification bell, hit notification all so you get all those notifications on future videos that come, especially those live events. And become a Patreon. It helps out more than you guys know. And I will see you guys in the next video.